Friday the 13th, a Halloween. Who wins? Jason versus Michael Myers, which is Canelo versus Benavidez. It's a huge argument about who they think, when it comes to boxing fans, is the better fighter. Now, all I have to say is, there's no argument here. Both of these guys are great. Canelo has proven himself to be an outstanding fighter. David Benavidez is proving himself and is looking to be great, and he wants a huge opportunity to fight Canelo to let everyone know just how great he is. Same thing as if Jason, who was out there with his... Jason would kill you with any goddamn thing, wouldn't he? A piece of wood, a chainsaw, specialty was the knife. Jason had so many tools in the toolbox when it came to taking down to taking down the competition. Even most of them were innocent bystanders that on Friday the 13th Jason was taking down. He gets you in the mall, he gets you in the donut shop, he gets your ass at the lake, he gets your ass in the house, he gets you while you were in the middle of having sex. Jason would get you anywhere with anything, more tools in the toolbox. And that's kind of like Canelo. You get in the ring with Canelo, you don't know what Canelo gonna hit you with. He slowed down a little bit, but he's got those combinations. You may get hit with an uppercut, a hook, he may step back, he may counter you, you're straight right hand, on punches coming from different angles. I mean, Canelo's arsenal, like Jason's arsenal, as far as weapons of choice when trying to destroy the opposition or innocent bystanders, it's like a Swiss Army knife. Then you get that guy, David Benavidez. Maybe not so many tools in the toolbox when it comes to how he's going to take an opponent down. But the thing about Michael Myers, unlike Jason, Michael Myers isn't just taking out innocent bystanders. He's going after certain people. And he doesn't need to have a Swiss Army knife in terms of his attack and the tools in his toolbox. He's very effective in what he does. And that's why I think David Benavidez, when you look at him, he may not be all flashy. He may not be have the assortment of tools like old Jason and Canelo when it comes to taking your ass out. But he gets the job done, and he gets it done very, very effectively. Now, on a more serious note, I don't know what else can be done here as far as these two getting in the ring. We all know, if you don't know, well, now you should know, it's on Canelo. Canelo really doesn't have an interest, just like Terrence Crawford, and fighting the young lion who's ready to take over and reign for David Benavidez, 168. But David Benavidez has said, look, I'm not waiting on Canelo. I'm bubbling up to 175, and I'm going to, try to establish a Benavidez footprint in that division. And from there, hopefully go on to get an opportunity at an undisputed distinction at 175. And, hey, look, opinions are split on who's going to win between Benavidez and Bivol. There are a lot of people who like the boxer puncher, move around the ring, utilize all the real estate in Dimitri Bivol. But there are other people out there who are like, shit, it doesn't matter how much moving he's doing. Benavidez is a beast. And he cuts the ring off very effectively. He lets shots go. And he's hitting you with shit that you just don't like. And they feel that we're going to see Bivol, who has been hurt in fights before. The end of the round saved him against Joe Smith Jr. But against Benavidez, they just say no matter how old Benavidez is, Bivol just doesn't have enough, especially the firepower. He has the output, but not the firepower to keep Benavidez off him. Now, I don't know if I agree with that necessarily, but I do favor Benavidez in that fight. But Bivol can fight, man. Bivol is a special fighter. But Benavidez is just something about that guy. Left hand, right hand. And he's very physical. He hits you with his forearm, elbow. He's not trying to fight dirty. It's a fight. You're going to get hurt against him. And if he gets hurt, he doesn't care. He's like, this is a fight. I come to win. But if Benavidez gets through Bivol, David Benavidez, the way it's looking, because he's going to become the interim WBC champ, he is my understanding, is next in line for an opportunity at all those belts at 175. Now, is there going to be a rematch between Bivol and Benavidez? I'm pretty sure there's a rematch clause in the contract. But if it's so one-sided, it can kind of end up in a situation like Spence and Crawford, where something happens behind the scenes to all of a sudden there's no rematch. But long story short, David Benavidez may be right where he has a better opportunity at fighting for some 175-pound hardware opposed to waiting around at 168 for Canelo. Now, if you guys didn't know, Canelo wanted both Charlos and Earl Spence. I think that's kind of what was discussed with him. Anyway, long story short, didn't quite get what he wants. But you look at what's going on with him now. He can't even make a deal over there with Eddie Hearn and DAZN because Canelo wants what Canelo wants. And don't get me wrong, he's kind of carried the sport for a while, and he's produced. When he got in the ring, he's got wins. Look, no one's taken away from the accomplishments of Canelo Alvarez. However, there comes a point in time where you got to tell a person, hold your horses, and let's stop taking it to the stupid, because Canelo Alvarez is out here just trying to suck the eyeballs out of promoters and networks. No, people's onto his hustle. It was good. He had a good run. He made a few $100 million. Outstanding, Canelo. Job well done. But look, man, show's up. Your time's over. Why they say in Spanish? Se acabó, right? It's over, champ. Nobody paying Canelo no $350 million contract for 6 fights and shit. That shit is gone. Them days are over. Gervonta Davis just may be the new face of boxing if Gervonta can come out here and without getting these huge lucrative deals, just fight a nobody and still make 30, 35 million. Then Gervonta Davis is the go-to guy. But right now, I don't know if he's ready. I mean, he's ready to succeed Canelo, but I don't think we can, label him as Canelo's successor because I don't think that transition's taking place yet. But this is the year where we're going to find out what's really going on because it looks to me like, one, Canelo's kind of on the decline. Two, as far as him and his marketability, that's taking a bit of a whack too because these networks aren't making the kind of money that maybe they were making before with Canelo. But times have changed, and I don't know if it's much of Canelo's fault. It's just the boxing fans not wanting to pay for matches anymore. But that being said, David Benavidez against Canelo, let me tell you, I think Canelo still has a lot more tools. Been doing it like Jason, been killing him for a long time. Michael Myers comes on the scene. He's been putting in some work, but not as long as Canelo. But I just think for what he does is very effective, and I think David Benavidez, he gets to Canelo, and I think he chops him up, man. I think I could possibly see him stopping Canelo too, man. I don't care what you say. I think Canelo will be moving around the ring and trying to get the hell away from Benavidez, and I think Canelo at some point in time, the referee may even jump in and stop it because it's just the beat down. And if you're running around the ring, the referee can stop the fight because the fighter's not fighting back. And I do think that's exactly what will happen. Canelo doesn't have a huge output anymore. See, people need to understand that Canelo that fought James Kirkland, that guy is gone. You know what I'm saying? If you watch that James Kirkland fight with Canelo, right? You can watch Angulo. You can watch any of them fights, right? Look at the combinations that he was throwing. I mean, it's just mind-blowing to see what Canelo was doing. But that being said, I just think he has an uphill battle if he was to get there and mess around with David Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? All that Friday the 13th, kill. That shit don't matter when it comes to Michael Myers, man. He throwing his little mask with his little steak knife or whatever the hell that is. That Rambo knife, machete, whatever the hell he's got. And he just come towards you, plodding along, nothing special, and then put the bing on you. And that's just what I think going to happen if Canelo's getting rid of David Benavidez. But David Benavidez is doing the right thing. He's staying active. He's fighting. He's challenging himself. Some people feel David Benavidez is biting off more than he can chew, going up to 175. I don't think so. Remember, this is something that a lot of boxing fans got to keep in mind. All of these guys, probably excluding Canelo, right? They sparred each other on numerous occasions. So they have a gauge on what somebody does and doesn't bring to the ring. And I think with David Benavidez, he has an idea of what he's getting into. I know with Bivol for sure, right? Because he's very confident that he'll kick Bival's ass based on how they sparred when he was younger. But when it comes to Benavidez, I think that's a tougher fight. But still, at the same time, David Benavidez is confident he beats him too. And if Yarde was able to give Benavidez problems, you can't tell me David Benavidez won't give him problems. Okay. That being said, y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans, all 7 continents. David Benavidez and Canelo, will it happen? I don't know. But I do think it's 2 killers who take out the opposition and innocent bystanders very well. But I just think at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how colorful the attack is and the skill level is of Canelo. I think just the simple, methodical approach to disassembling opponents and getting the win, just like Michael Myers when it comes to him, killing people and shit, David Benavidez, I think, gets Canelo. Y'all keep cool. I'm in the breeze.